Coming off the bench for the first time in his career, he put up 22 points on 11 shots in just 20 minutes, and in the fourth quarter he completely took over by himself, crushing the Thunder, riding a 16-game win streak and bringing the win back to San Antonio. Returning after missing 12 games, Victor Wembanyama showed everyone what a true Kings return really looks like. Maybe starting today, the NBA has no choice but to accept his dominance. Standing nearly 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan, Wembanyama is putting up a ridiculous 25.8 points, 12.6 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game, dragging the Spurs that missed the playoffs 6 straight years out of the gutter and reigniting championship dreams in San Antonio. And just half a year ago, a sudden deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder cast a dark shadow over the career of this 20-year-old. All the talk about him chasing Defensive Player of the Year stopped instantly. All the praise around him was quickly replaced by concern. But adversity is never where the strong stop. The day he was discharged, Wembanyama didn't take an off-season break. Instead, he set out on a quiet journey of self-redemption, using discipline and persistence to fuel his return. In June, as summer heat started to rise, he quietly stepped away from the noise and walked through the gates of Shaolin Temple on Mount Som. The morning bell rang at 4:30 a.m., the day beginning with breathless morning runs, followed by explosive martial arts training and silent meditation. Meals were simple, and the worn stone floor shaped his steps with every stride. On the plum blossom poles, his body rose and fell, coordination and balance sinking into muscle memory through endless repetition. This wasn't just physical training, it was a journey inward. Just a month later, his footsteps crossed the ocean and stopped in front of a house in Houston. Facing legendary center Hakeem Olajuwon, the young man didn't ask, "Teach me footwork," but instead said he wanted to understand how he thought while creating. Olajuwon later recalled that there was a fire in the kid's eyes, calm on the surface, but burning with an extreme will to win. So inside the gym, that towering frame kept refining those elegant post moves. The sound of sweat hitting the floor became stubborn and repetitive, like the only rhythm of the entire summer. After finishing his offensive work, he didn't take a break. He immediately shifted his focus to defense. He sought out Kevin Garnett, studying defensive technique and the mental chess match behind it. By August, inside a quiet gym in San Antonio, his mentor changed to Tim Duncan. No cameras, no noise, just sneakers scraping the floor and the occasional low-spoken sentence. The details were microscopic, angles on screens, sensing the defender's center of gravity in the post. These seemingly boring details were silently absorbed and turned into part of his body. But the summer grind still wasn't over. Wembanyama showed fans what it really means when someone more talented than you also works harder than you. 1 week before training camp, he organized a special in-house scrimmage. There were no whiteboards, no whistles. Wembanyama stood alone at half court, facing 4 teammates. The rule was simple: 12 minutes, 1 defender versus 4 attackers. Sweat soaked the floor almost immediately, his long arms everywhere. Every switch, every jump was precise, like it had been calculated. Minute by minute, the clock ran down, but the scoreboard never moved. For the full 12 minutes, no one scored a single point on him. When it ended, he bent over, hands on his knees, breathing hard, and said slowly, "I think I did it." Every part one wanted to sharpen this summer. In that moment, many people suddenly remembered that night in Paris. Under the lights, the defeated teenager removed his silver medal and buried his face into his mother's arms. A reporter asked if his next target was the NBA. He lifted his tear-stained face, looked straight into the camera, and said softly, like a declaration, "Everywhere. Everywhere, all of you better watch out." Greatness is never a gift you're born with, it's a quiet choice made day after day. And when that towering shadow finally covers the league, people will understand, What's being rebooted in San Antonio isn't just a season, it's an era, arriving humbly and completely unstoppable.